the Nonprofit Podcast, powered by Donorbox.
It's that time of year again when nonprofits around the world gear up for the global generosity movement of Giving Tuesday. Today, we're talking all about Giving Tuesday planning and how to make it a little easier for you among all that you've got going on this time of year. Welcome to the Nonprofit Podcast. I'm Kara, fundraising coach at Donorbox. We're here each week with practical actions you can use today to take your nonprofit to the next level tomorrow. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Lindsay Baker-Bauer, our marketing content writer here at Donorbox. Lindsay is not only a skilled writer, but also an educator and a seasoned nonprofit professional. Lindsay has been preparing for Giving Tuesday for a few months now. She's been writing blogs, gathering some good examples, and creating some really helpful resources, all in time to make things a little easier for nonprofit leaders, founders, and fundraisers. Lindsay recently prepared a great article called Your Ultimate Guide to Giving Tuesday, and I knew she'd be just the right person to talk to learn more about how to get ready for this global day of giving. Lindsay, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. This is such an important time for nonprofits, and I think that can make it an especially stressful time. So I love that we get to provide resources and tools to help nonprofits make the most of what is really the kickoff to the giving season.
Yeah, it is the kickoff to the giving season, and we have some helpful tips to lighten the lift a little bit. But before we jump into that, let's quickly recap what Giving Tuesday is for our listeners. Would you share a little bit more about how it got started?
Of course. So Giving Tuesday was founded back in 2012 as a global day of giving. And the goal of the day is really to inspire generosity and philanthropy ahead of a hectic holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
So it falls on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving in the US, which this year is November 28th, 2023. It's a crucial day for nonprofits to raise funds, but also raise awareness and make some strong connections with some new supporters.
A lot of people are looking to support organizations on that day, and they're waiting, right, for Giving Tuesday. And I know a lot of organizations look at Giving Tuesday from a couple of different perspectives. So some are really enthusiastic about creating a big campaign around Giving Tuesday, and others could really take it or leave it. Is it really such a big deal?
Yeah, I can totally see that. Giving Tuesday campaigns vary widely. It's tricky because not every nonprofit experiences the same level of engagement or financial support on this day, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The level of success often hinges on factors like how much work they want to put into it, how well they promote their campaign, and then too, how active their supporter base is. Some supporters know their favorite organizations have a big Giving Tuesday campaign, and they'll wait to give on that day. So the involvement of their supporters is almost as big of a factor as their campaign strategy. Giving Tuesday might not guarantee massive results for every nonprofit, but it has become a meaningful day for philanthropy, and it's an opportunity to connect with your donors in a way that really inspires urgency.
I often encourage organizations I work with to kick off their year-end fundraising campaign on Giving Tuesday and then take that fundraising momentum into the end of the year right through December 31st.
Definitely. Yeah, that's the beauty of creating a really solid Giving Tuesday campaign, as even if you don't quite meet your fundraising goal on that one day, you can build on that momentum to keep donations rolling in throughout the end of the year.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of organizations just kind of post something on Giving Tuesday, and they're really missing out on the generosity that comes, especially those last few days of the year. So I like that approach of using it as a kickoff, as a milestone in your year-end fundraising planning. So thank you, Lindsay. Thanks for kind of giving the background of why Giving Tuesday is a big deal. And I know you have some must-dos queued up for us about Giving Tuesday.
Yeah. So with any major task, I think it's really important to break it down into more digestible parts. The strategy really helps nonprofits tackle something big without getting that sort of burnout that can come at the end of the year.
Okay, let's get started with our first essential must-do. What's the first thing you recommend our listeners do?
Well, the first essential step is going to be to review your data from last year. If you ran a Giving Tuesday campaign before, this data is really gold as you're planning your campaign this year. Look at your overall donations by source, and the total number of donors.
Why is that important?
Well, this data helps you set realistic goals for this year. So your goals, it's all about being ambitious, but still attainable. And here's the good news. If you used Donorbox for your campaign last year, it's really easy to pull this data. We have some reporting templates, so you can make your reports, pull that data in a really easy, quick way.
Yeah, sometimes digging into your donor data can eat up a lot of your campaign planning time. So it's really great to streamline your processes with a reporting template. And then that data helps you figure out which platforms to focus on too, as far as where your revenue came in last year and where your donors might feel more inclined to give than others. So what's the next step in this planning stage then after data?
Yeah, the next step is stocking your toolbox with everything you need to help make your campaign run smoothly. So these are usually online tools that will streamline your workflow and make your donor experience really flawless. So as a minimum, you should plan on having a donation platform, something like Donorbox, a design tool like Canva, email marketing solution like MailChimp, and a social media scheduling app, something like Hootsuite. And these are just examples, but each of these tools offers great functionality for a nonprofit launching their Giving Tuesday campaign.
I love that toolbox analogy. It's really an easy way to remember all that you need. Okay, let's move on to our third must-do. Lindsay, what do you have next for us? What's the third thing we need to make sure we tackle with Giving Tuesday planning?
So to me, this is the really fun part of a Giving Tuesday campaign. It's time to craft a campaign that will compel your donors to give or share your page or sign up to volunteer. You want to build assets that encourage this kind of engagement.
So what, in your opinion, are some of these key elements or asset that makes people want to move?
Well, first, you'll want to collect materials that demonstrate the impact of your mission. So you gather really captivating images of your mission and action, and do that early on so you can secure permissions and get some feedback from your team to see what works best.
Yeah, pictures are worth 1,000 words, and they can translate into thousands of dollars of donations. For sure.
Exactly. Yeah. And so once you have your pictures in place, next you want to tell a story. And we talk about storytelling all the time, but we do so because it really is the key to connecting with your audience's emotions and demonstrating the impact of your mission. And don't forget about videos. You know, since Giving Tuesday campaigns really thrive on social media, you have to think about what's popular on social media. And right now, with TikTok and Instagram Reels, it's short form videos. So they're a great way to share your mission's value. And, you know, most of us have phones with built-in cameras that are really powerful. So you don't need to be a professional to capture high quality video. And if you need some inspiration of great fundraising videos, we share some examples on the blog too.
Yeah, and those more informal videos are really resonating with donors more than the polished and produced version. So that is really great. And that blog that you mentioned, let's be sure to link that into today's show notes too, so our listeners can take a look at that as well. Okay, so we've got our data. Hopefully we've used that to set a goal for our Giving Tuesday campaign. And then we put our toolbox together. We put all our tools together and we've worked on our copy. We've used some techniques to enhance it, like good visual images, maybe telling some compelling stories and using some simple video. And those can make a big difference. So now let's talk about your Giving Tuesday landing page. This is where it all comes together, right? So you can motivate your donors, and then where do you send them to actually show their support?
That is the landing page, your Giving Tuesday landing page. It's where your campaign lives, and it's where donors will, land when they're ready to give.
Love it.
So it should be a kind of one-stop shop for your entire campaign. You'll include all your messaging, those fundraising videos, and of course, an easy, attractive way for people to donate without having to navigate to another page. So it's all about that convenience for your donors and creating that excellent donor experience. I know Jenna talked about this a little last week, but lots of organizations use Donorbox crowdfunding pages as their Giving Tuesday landing pages. You can share compelling text and video, inspire some solid social proof with a donor wall, show off your goal with a goal thermometer, and your supporters can easily share your page on social media. We have built-in social media share buttons that make it really easy for them. Crowdfunding pages just really work so hard during these campaigns, and they really offer all the features you need.
They do. Yeah. And I've seen some really good ones. There's some really good examples out there to use for some inspiration. So now that we've set the stage for Giving Tuesday, let's talk about the big day itself. What thoughts do you have that could help organizations have a really great day of giving on Giving Tuesday?
So preparation really is key, especially when it comes to social media posts and your emails. So you can build your social posts ahead of time using your post scheduling app. And that's going to save you a lot of time and stress on the day of.
And so that was like Hootsuite you mentioned earlier. So that's your post scheduling app, right?
Yes. Yeah. Something like Hootsuite later. There are a lot out there and some offer discounts for nonprofits. So definitely look into that. But they're great because not only can you schedule your posts ahead of time, you can build one post for multiple platforms. So they really will save you some time.
Nice. Yeah, that is helpful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That leaves you more time to accomplish those important in the moment tasks. Things like donor phone calls, and you don't have to worry about your communications going out on time.
Yeah.
There are also a ton of really excellent email marketing platforms that also offer nonprofit discounts. I know MailChimp does. ActiveCampaign is another example of an email marketing platform. So almost all email platforms provide the capability to go ahead and load your copy and branding elements ahead of time so that you can schedule your emails in advance. This means you're writing, you're designing, and you're segmenting your email lists ahead of time, starting as early as possible. And then you can schedule a date for those emails to go out. So take the time, to really find the email platform that works for your organization. A ton offer free trial periods if you want to test them out.
For sure. That scheduling gives a little peace of mind when you think through a busy day like Giving Tuesday. But I really like it too when I see something exciting happened in real time, like a large donation came through, or maybe a challenge from one donor to another group of donors or something. Information that is shared right on the spot. Those midday progress goals. I think it's really a good idea to keep your supporters updated on your progress throughout the day, but those things need to be a little spontaneous. You can't really plan those out and schedule them, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. You can mix it up a little bit. You can pre-write the core copy and then plug in your progress to goal. So you're not starting from scratch in the middle of the day, but you preserve some of that spontaneity, because that can really go far in getting your donors excited and interested. Oh, and when it comes to emails, especially on the day of Giving Tuesday, keep them short and sweet. Your list will be getting a lot of outreach that day, so don't bog them down with too much content.
Yeah, that is a good point. They will be tired as well. And just really, I noticed last year in my inbox, almost every subject line of every email I received had the words Giving Tuesday in it. So I don't know if maybe you want to stand out a little bit and just shake up your subject line copy a little bit too on Giving Tuesday. Thank you for walking me through these must-dos for Giving Tuesday planning, Lindsay. You really did put a lot of work into this. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Kara. Yeah, I just want nonprofits to know that this time of year, it's going to be hectic, but it doesn't have to be stressful. We put together a page on our website listing all of our Giving Tuesday resources. So I would encourage anyone that's gearing up for the big day to check that out and use those resources to help you plan.
I had a look at the Donorbox Giving Tuesday site, and it is so helpful to anyone planning a Giving Tuesday campaign. There are a lot of good resources, and you can get that crowdfunding page up and ready to go so quickly. Preparation and the right tools really do make all the difference. And so if you want some extra support to help guide you through Giving Tuesday, be sure to check out today's show note to that landing page Lindsay mentioned and a good blog resource for you. You can get all you need to make your own Giving Tuesday crowdfunding page, plus some bonus resources that will really come in handy. And as we wrap up this week's episode, we want to sincerely thank you for spending a little of your time during this busy season with the Nonprofit Podcast. I hope you've left with the confidence to take a small step today that will make a big difference tomorrow. Be sure to click the download button on your podcast player, then leave the Nonprofit Podcast a review or give it a thumbs up if you're listening to the Nonprofit Podcast on YouTube. Your review really is a great way to help others find us. You're here to help others, and we're here to help you. So until next time, stay inspired.
That warm feeling when you help someone, it's not just happiness, it's fulfillment. And we believe it should be available to everyone. From frontline heroes to first-time fundraisers, our tools empower you to help others. This is our mission. This is Donorbox, helping you help others.